Although Kyrie Irving remained sidelined for the first 2 months, the defending conference champions raced out to the best record in the East.
Big time bucket by the Kings, you're right.
Upon Irving's return, all of their pieces appeared to be in place.
Irving, mesmerizing to the hole.
Yet something was still missing.
I felt like we got off to a decent start. And along the way, I think we sort of started to think maybe we were better than we really were.
In marquee matchups against the league's upper echelon, the results were all too often underwhelming.
The Toronto Raptors are going to come away with this victory.
We had lots of times where, we'd play the elite teams and we'd struggle.
The San Antonio Spurs defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It was just frustrating.
Merry Christmas to the Warriors as they knock off the Cavaliers in a rematch of last year's finals.
I knew we weren't as good as we needed to be. We weren't ready for the challenges that I know that's going to come upon us, once April and May hit.
132-98 final. Warriors dismantle the Cavaliers.
Losing to Golden State at home by, 30-odd points, it was embarrassing.
The Cavaliers head to the locker room quickly.
Golden State went into Cleveland and obliterated them. And that's just like, you guys aren't real. Golden State's locked in. They're going for history here. What are you guys going for? You guys don't look like you're going for anything.
We had a disconnectedness. Something was missing, and there was a feeling that maybe we weren't quite squeezing everything we had out of the group we assembled.
In a move that stunned many observers outside of the organization, the 30-11 Cavaliers would make the critical decision to pass the reins and promote lead assistant Tyronn Lue, who would assume the duties as their new head coach. 30-11 Cavaliers.
Ty presented a lot of the things we needed in terms of swagger, in terms of bravado, and maybe finding who we really were.
A veteran of 11 NBA seasons, Lue was known as a high-energy, hard-nosed competitor. He had been a part of 2 NBA championships and had been teammates with several of the game's
The best in the East.
The Brooklyn loss hit me pretty hard. I thought we should have been better. And I just decided to have a talk with the guys.
We just got on us about, listen, in order for us to reach our potential, myself, Kyrie, and Kev have to take full responsibility for the team.
He was saying that I had to just demand more of myself and also demand more of my teammates and actually be more vocal out there for my guys.
I told Kevin, you can tell LeBron or Kyrie, listen, I'm open, get me the ball. We want you to be aggressive and get back to being a top 10 player in this league.
Everything that we needed to get done and accomplish was all put out into the open.
The urgency of Lue's message was unmistakable. The impact and the immediate results were undeniable.
James passes out to Kevin Love. Kevin Love. Got it! Let's go, Mac. This fight. Here we go. Kyrie pulls out the play. A screen from Love. Cut. A backdoor that was beautifully drawn up. The big three has been tremendous. They're all on the same page. Wow.
With the Land's big three finally clicking, the rest of the team fell in right behind, and the squad would hit its stride.
Since he took over, Coach Lue has pumped on ball movement, man movement, when everyone is involved.
Around the horn, right back to Philly. Beautiful basketball. That's how you play the game.
We were really able to take off and become the team that we were supposed to be.
This team is as focused and locked in as I've ever seen.
J.R. Smith driving. Handing. That was insane. Wine and gold winner. As you're looking at the number 1 seed and home court advantage throughout the playoffs in the East. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sacramento.
The arena is amazing. It's the most technological arena in the NBA. I'm excited for the fans.
This represents us. It's for us.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win it! Set the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line. 100-100.
Here, in this league, we're not okay with strong. We go stronger. We don't settle for fast.
Let's go fast.
We go faster. We don't want next. We want next level. Here, we go all out. Because we're all in. This is our league. And here, we don't go for good. We go for great.
Download the NBA app now to follow the 2018 NBA Finals.
Love's down the right alley. Took a bump, hooked it up and in. Kevin Love. Let's go. Yes. We got to be more physical. All about the defense. Right now. Right now. Now is the moment. I like that. Make our shots. Make our shots. Rozier looking to go all the way to the LeBron's right. He's already bucking in the rim. Oh, my goodness.
Download the NBA app now and follow the 2018 NBA Finals.
Al McCoy has been with this team since the team existed, so I would say he is the team.
Al McCoy with you courtside.
Obviously, we report the game, but why not have a little fun with it?
Wham, bam, slam. A switcheroo.
No, it's still the greatest game in the world. What game can you go to and see a great play every 24 seconds?
Thank you for allowing me to have the best seat in the house.
The first order of business in the 2016 postseason was a familiar foe, the young and physical Detroit Pistons.
We worked all season long. We got to show up and do what we do best. Once the playoffs started, we got it going. We got it going right from the first round against Detroit.
Turn the corner. Oh, it's so good.
The Pistons would battle, but were no match for the vastly more experienced top seed in the East.
Dellavedova finds Irving for three. Oh, he puts it in. Kyrie Irving nails it.
It was a great test for us. So I think the physicality in that first round and playing us close every game really prepared us for the rest of the playoffs.
Cavaliers win. They sweep the Detroit Pistons.
You did a hell of a job.
At the end of the day, let's enjoy this, and then we got something else big we're looking for, all right? Come on, man.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. That's what we've been waiting for. We had an 8-day layoff, so we're ready to go. Coach gave us a great game plan, and it's up to us to execute. So it's time for us to go do it.
Next up were the Atlanta Hawks, who found out that the Cavaliers' offense could put up points in bunches and from just about anywhere.
Each series provided us an opportunity to do something different. The Atlanta series brought to the fore our ability to space the court and shoot. It was an amazing series from that standpoint.
Somebody's three. It's Fry again. Channing Fry. What a night. What an addition. The Cavaliers has set the all-time NBA record for threes in a game with 25 on the evening.
I got to give Griff a lot of credit putting together a very well-balanced team that has a lot of different components that can beat you.
For Kevin Love, whose first playoff run was cut short after just 4 games, this series was meaningful for him in more ways than one.
Just getting a little taste of the playoffs last year and having it take away from me so quick, I didn't take it for granted. I wanted to go out there and try to impose my will, be assertive.
This is what makes the Cleveland Cavaliers a dangerous, dangerous team. This Kevin Love.
LeBron feeds Love right side. He fakes the three, got Cephalosha in the air, appeared to get fouled. He did, and he knocks it down. Kevin Love. He has tied a franchise record for most threes in a playoff game with 8.
The Cavaliers have swept Atlanta for the second straight year, and Northeast Ohio's going to host the conference finals again as the Cleveland Cavaliers have gone through the first 2 rounds without a loss.
I know these guys have been waiting for this opportunity again after what happened last year. And obviously I can't say that I haven't waited for them as well.
With a trip to the NBA Finals at stake, it was the Toronto Raptors who stood in the way. A team that had taken 2 of the 3 regular season meetings.
Let's go. Back to LeBron. LeBron has to track it down left corner, blows back.
Riding an 8-game postseason winning streak, there were no signs of a let-up.
Here come the Cavs. Kyrie Irving behind the back at the top of the lane and skates down the right side to lay it in.
And this one, the largest playoff win in franchise history, 115-84.
The demolition continued as the Cavs won their first 2 games of this series by a total of 50 points, making quite an impression along the way.
How you feeling? Looking good. Things looking good for you. Go ahead and take that.
That's up.
The postseason winning streak was at 10 in a row, but after stumbling in Game 3 to go down to defeat at a raucous Air Canada Center, the visitors were treated no better 2 nights later.
Toronto Raptors take Game 4 to even the series at 2.
We could have played much better, and I think it showed that, hey, you got to bring it every night. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. They're not going to come here and lay down. And they tested us.
Faced with a hint of adversity for the first time in the postseason, this Cleveland team would respond with force and would play with a renewed sense of purpose.
Kyrie Irving with the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop to James. Beautifully executed.
Believe in Cleveland. The Cavaliers, for the second straight season, have punched their ticket to the NBA Finals, and now only 4 wins separate this team from forever altering the course of Cleveland sports history.
Just want to say how proud I am of y'all, man. Don't ever let nobody take the pride of the game away from you. It's not promised. And we're fortunate enough to be one of 30 teams to move on to the next round. All right?
Yes, sir. This is what you want to accomplish, but we're not done yet. Just one more step to our ultimate goal.
See you at the finals.
Leaning together is about what we as men can do to help make our world more equal for women and girls.
All right, here we go.
We need to mentor, hire, and promote women at work.
This is what we're supposed to do. You know, anybody in my position should do that.
And we need to be true partners at home.
In order for our home to be the best it can, we have to do our share.
Now more than ever, it's important to support the women in our lives. Everyone benefits when we do. To learn more, go to leanintogether.org.
We were there for Kawhi's MVP performance.
I have to do whatever it takes for us not to lose.
For the LeBron block.
I felt like I had the blueprint to get it done.
For Durant's clutch 3.
I just carry it all summer. It's just what you dream about as a kid, and glad we got the job done.
We were there then, and we're back at it again now.
Game time, live at the finals.
Get expert NBA Finals analysis pre- and post-game. Game Time NBA Finals 2018, presented by YouTube TV. Nightly on NBA TV.
Here's a 3 by Oladipo. He hit it!
This is where it all started for me.
I love it. I love the fans here.
They have our support. We have their support. That helps us out so much because we all have the same goal in mind.
come to Las Vegas, you need to pack 2 different types of outfits. Something to show you're ballin'.
Cavaliers would be facing the Golden State Warriors, the team who had beaten Cleveland in the 2015 NBA Finals and had defended their title in spectacular
Their place in the annals of the NBA with the greatest regular season record of all time.
This was the season of the Warriors. This was the season of Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, you are amazing. MVP.
The unanimous MVP. And the greatest playoff comeback in Golden State Warriors history ends with a Game 7 win.
There's no doubt that LeBron was hearing all of that.
And it's back to the finals.
And there was an eye on Oakland.
Deep down, it was only right that we got an opportunity to play Golden State after what happened last year. Me personally, I wanted to see Golden State again.
All season long, the Cavaliers had been motivated by their unfinished business with the Warriors. They headed west at full strength, intent upon settling the score.
Game 1, NBA Finals. That's what it's all about, man.
It's a hostile crowd. They're at home and they want to win both games. It's not going to be easy.
Enjoy every moment. Enjoy the atmosphere. Every second, every minute, every play, every possession. Enjoy it, all right?
An epic series begins tonight with Game 1.
Iguodala guarding LeBron James. James, the spin move, boy, it makes it look so easy. That was pretty.
That's 6'8", 270 doing that as well.
Green chest pass, high left side to Curry, working on Thompson. Thompson slips. Curry the mismatch. Curry the three.
That's all it takes. They're going to make some shots. That's okay. Just stay with it. Keep being aggressive. Keep attacking.
But a 2-possession game at the end of 3 quarters would get away as Golden State turned up their intensity.
Iguodala stole it again. 3 on 2. Curry in the middle. Klay Thompson running and laying it up and in. Livingston to the foul line, rises again. Good! Warriors take Game 1.
You lose the first game at Golden State, I don't think it was shocking. We had not played for a while, and I think
Tries another three. Puts it in. Warriors pouring it on.
And they'll take a 2-0 lead in these NBA Finals.
And the Warriors have set a new NBA record. They have outscored the Cavaliers by 48 in the first 2.
When the scene shifted back east for Game 3, the time for tough talk had passed.
Too many words been talked about. It ain't about words, it's about going to get it done. That's all that matters.
And if there was a message to be delivered, it was blunt and direct.
Do your job, man. Follow my lead from the start to the finish, all right? I got it. Let's go!
Go get him, Tristan. Go get him.
Tristan Thompson back to LeBron. Runs down the lane. Took a feed from Tristan Thompson. Reverses one home.
This is a different basketball team than in games 1 and 2.
Game 1 and 2, we were like, okay, those are done. That's not us. Let's just get back to what we know.
Irving for 3.
Game 3, on.
Puts it in. Kyrie Irving from way downtown.
The Cavs have responded.
Takes a 3. Fires a 3. Nails a 3.
I think we felt like we needed to win, like oxygen, like we're suffocating.
Jump! Switch, jump! Jump, switch! Hey, switch! He's coming out that way! Switch!
James keeps his dribble somehow. And now loose ball. LeBron James up with it. Passes over to Irving. Lob back to James.
LeBron's actions spoke volumes about his drive to end the drought.
Back to LeBron, and LeBron hammers home. And that will do it. The Cavaliers lead game 3 by 30 points.
Right, respect.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
True professional game tonight, man. We needed everything that showed up in the box score and everything that didn't show up in the box score. It's big time.
Climbing back into the series with a much-needed win, the home team picked up right where they had left off in Game 4.
J.R. Smith misses the shot. Rebound, James. Passes out to Kevin Love.
Love squares. Love shoots the three. Love knocks it down.
Golden State trailing by 5, and we're at the break. Just over 5.5 remaining. This one has been close throughout. James goes up, stripped. Oh, what a play by Andre.
What they do a great job of is if you make mistakes, they make you pay.
Inside, blocked by Bogut.
If you do it right, they still might make you pay.
Draymond takes it all the way, feeds Klay Thompson. He buries it. Klay with a triple.
Hey, listen, we're killing ourselves. We got to communicate and talk. We can't get them baskets.
We were up by 8 in the second half.
Iguodala to Thompson, out to Curry. Three-pointer, puts it in. Golden State up 3 on an 11-point turnaround.
We let Game 4 go away.
The Golden State Warriors take a commanding 3-1 lead.
We went the whole playoffs without losing a game on our home floor. That one kind of stung.
Cleveland fans had been tormented for more than 50 years. And to make matters worse, no team had ever rebounded from a 3-1 deficit at the NBA Finals.
Nobody never gave me a chance. Nobody never gave me nothing.
UD is somebody that grew up in this city, made it from not being drafted. You wish everybody was wired the way UD is. People want to know, what does it mean to be a Miami Heat player? We stopped telling them. We just show them UD.
Download the NBA app now to follow the 2018 NBA Finals.
Love down the right alley. Took a bump, hooked it up and in. Kevin Love. Let's go.
Yes! We got to be more physical all about the defense. Right now. Now is the moment. I like that. Take our shots, make our shots.
Rozier looking to go all the way. LeBron's trying to pressure him. He blocked it in the rim. Oh, my goodness.
Download the NBA app now and follow the 2018 NBA Finals.
Here, in this league, we're not okay with strong. We go stronger. We don't settle for fast.
Let's go fast.
We go faster. We don't want next. We want next level. Here, we go all out. Because we're all in. This is our league. And here, we don't go for good. We go for great.
Leaning together is about what we as men can do to help make our world more equal for women and girls.
All right, here we go.
We need to mentor, hire, and promote women at work.
This is what we're supposed to do. You know, anybody in my position should do that.
And we need to be true partners at home.
In order for our home to be the best it can, we have to do our share.
Now more than ever, it's important to support the women in our lives. Everyone benefits when we do. To learn more, go to leanintogether.org.
Are the Cavs done?
I don't even know why that's a question. Their chances of winning this series
zero as far as I'm concerned.
Everybody is saying that we can't get this done and it's over. No team has ever come back from 3-1. But I was just calm. I started just automatically thinking about how we can be better for Game 5. I sent every guy a text that night and told him, don't listen to nobody right now besides the 14 guys in the locker room, the coaching staff. Let's make history.
Two most important days of your life is when you were born and when you discovered the reason why you were born. I think we were born to be champions. We got a tough road to conquer, but we can do it.
The Cavaliers need a win to keep hope alive and force a Game 6 back home in Cleveland. The Warriors are chasing history tonight, but they'll have to do it without Draymond Green.
Thompson way outside. Bang! Thompson long distance again. 26 first half points.
Facing elimination, Cleveland began to play their most inspired basketball.
Curry on the break, goes up in traffic, rejected by LeBron James.
The 12-time NBA All-Star routinely shined under the game's brightest lights. But for Kyrie Irving, it was the moment he had been groomed for, now coming to life.
Kyrie Irving throws up a left-hand layup. It's up and good.
Myself and Kyrie, we were just laser sharp.
He understood that I'm ready to be that guy with you. All I need is guidance when it's needed, and then also freedom when it's needed.
Irving now looks to go left baseline, gets to the paint, bang, scores, gets fouled by Klay Thompson.
It's one of the greatest performances offensively I've ever seen in the finals by Kyrie Irving.
And James would feed off the young floor general's energy.
James steps back, he tries another three. That's good.
Kind of realize that something special is happening. And with those guys, especially in the second half, they were just not going to let us lose. It was unbelievable.
LeBron accelerates, pump fake, got hit, puts it up, he puts it in! And James has a chance for the three-point play.
It's the first time ever teammates had 40 points in a finals game.
What Kai did was so big. He announced to the world well before that he was a force to be reckoned with. But when you can put up 41 points against the defending champions in an elimination game on their home floor with one of the greatest players of all time, it was the difference.
That was special. That will go down in the all-time greatest performances in finals history by my point guard. He was spectacular tonight.
Listen, we came here, took care of business. That's how we got to fight, man. When we scrap, we play hard, ain't nobody beat us.
We live to fight another day. We live to fight another day.
It feels great. A win or go home situation, just being resilient. But we're still down in the series. We understand that we're still playing against an incredible team. We got to come out even better in Game 6.
The series stood at 3-2, heading back to Cleveland. The championship hopes were still alive.
We've all come out to the airport to welcome back the Cleveland Browns.
This whole state, this whole city, the whole community, everybody's behind them. And we just want to come out and let them know we believe and we're ready for Game 6.
Let's go, Cavs! Let's go, Cavs!
This is our time. You know, I know that having to win 3 games in a row is a tough thing to do, but it's Cleveland. Nothing comes easy.
After the other night, man, it gave us hope again, especially coming back home.
It's the biggest game in Cleveland Cavaliers history. A win tonight means the quest for the city's first ever NBA title is still alive. And the Warriors are looking to make some history of their own. They're 1 win away from capping their amazing season with a championship repeat.
All in, baby. We got it tonight.
Go Cavs, go Cavs, go Cavs.
This crowd is going to have our back. They're going to be, out of their minds us coming home and having a Game 6 to force it to a Game 7.
The Cavs were still facing elimination, but they were back home and a renewed optimism was in the air.
drives. James on the throwdown. James left side. Picked up by Angelik. Great pass to Thompson. Thompson cracks it home. Precisely the third the Cavaliers were looking for. Out comes LeBron James. LeBron allows the rim to Thompson. Oh, what a catch. And oh, what a dunk by Thompson off a brilliant LeBron James feed.
Tristan Thompson with a double-double here in the first half. Energy in the building, energy on the floor.
And the Warriors, Tom, will be down 16 after the break.
I like our physicality. I like what we're doing. We just got to keep it up. Make sure we keep our pace up, all right?
In the third quarter, the momentum would shift.
Handoff play, pump fake, fires a three, got it. Klay Thompson nailed it down the left sideline.
Trying to come back here in the third. 5 to shoot for Klay Thompson. Thompson fires away. Klay Thompson coming alive, and it's a 9-point game.
But LeBron James was made for moments like these.
He doesn't get enough credit for being such a basketball mind. He's one of those guys that has a knack for knowing something's going to happen before it comes. He knows every team's plays. He knows different lineups and switches and, guys' tendencies. I've really never seen anything like it.
Out from the Cavaliers, long lead pass to Smith. He'll dump back to LeBron. Oh, LeBron punches home the alley-oop.
Every time Golden State crept a little closer, the 4-time NBA Most Valuable Player would respond with a big play.
Draymond goes up block. What a block by James.
Making a statement on both sides of the floor. This once-in-a-generation player having another epic playoff game.
With his back against the wall, LeBron James poured in back-to-back 41-point outbursts, becoming the 5th player in NBA Finals history to score 40 or more in consecutive games.
Finishing touches on a magnificent performance. And there's the buzzer. Game 7, Sunday night in Oakland.
Confronted with a decisive Game 7, the defending champions still felt that they were in the driver's seat.
I feel like we could have closed it out a long time ago, but here we are. It's tied up 3-3, and we're going to be going back home. So if you told us at the beginning of the season, one game to win the championship in Oakland, we'll take that any day of the week.
This team has no quit in it.
Blocked by James. He did it again. Here's Green to the bucket.
I've been searching and wishing and dreaming for so long.
We were there for Kawhi's MVP performance.
I have to do whatever it takes for us not to lose.
For the LeBron block.
I felt like I had the blueprint to get it done.
For Durant's clutch 3.
I just carry it all summer. It's just what you dream about as a kid, and glad we got the job done.
We were there then, and we're back at it again now.
Game time, live at the finals.
Get expert NBA Finals analysis pre- and post-game. Game Time NBA Finals 2018, presented by YouTube TV. Nightly on NBA TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sacramento!
The arena is amazing. It's the most technological arena in the NBA. I'm excited for the fans.
This represents us. It's for us.
When you come to Las Vegas, you need to pack 2 different types of outfits. Something to show you're ballin', and something to play ballin'. Watch the next wave of NBA stars strut their stuff in Vegas.
I'm going to leave my mark on Las Vegas Summer League. I've always performed better when the lights are brighter. It's going to feel amazing.
The fans will walk away thinking he's going to be the new face of the NBA.
Watch them ball in the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League 2018. Coverage begins Friday, July 6th on NBA TV.
For Cleveland, just one more win stood between them and the region's first professional championship in more than 50 years. They had never been closer to a title, but they still had to finish the job. The Cavaliers would have to be all in and embrace the moment.
Two of the greatest words in the world is Game 7. I've never stepped foot in March Madness where it's just one game and you done, or one game and you win it all. It's like that feeling.
Welcome to the 19th Game 7 in NBA history.
Will tonight be the very night that Cleveland fans have spent decades dreaming about?
Well, this is a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. This might be once in a lifetime. Leave everything out on the floor. If we do that, we're going to give ourselves a great chance to leave out of here with our dream, all right?
It's been a hell of a series. You guys have done a great job. All right, good luck. All right.
Oracle Arena is alive and roaring as we get set for Game 7.
Irvin, he's pestered by Klay Thompson. Pulls up 15-footer. Tough shot by Irvin. That's a heck of a shot right there. Smith pass right through the hands of Curry.
Curry had that steal, but it slipped through his hand. James, the two-handed slam.
The intensity of the back-and-forth action would exceed the hype in this most hotly contested game of the series.
Green for three. Bang!
Tim Draymond's wide open. Takes another three. 5 for 5. Wow.
Think he's feeling it?
Makes his quick move. Stops underneath. Layup is good.
Draymond Green has 21 points. And the Golden State Warriors will go to the locker room with a 7-point lead.
We got to be better. We got to pick our body language up. All right. We got to play harder. We got to be more aggressive. All right. And listen, man, everything we got for 24 minutes, man. Everything we got.
We welcome you back inside Oracle Arena. We are underway in the third quarter. 10 to shoot. LeBron shuffles to his left. Gives J.R. Smith for a contested free. Hey! Got it.
Good start here in the third for the Cavaliers.
There we go. That's how we fight. That's how we fight. Let's keep going hard, all right?
Outside of J.R. sidestep. Thompson for three. Got it. J.R. Smith, a heat check. Back-to-back threes.
Hey, come on. You got to be aggressive. Come on.
Out comes Irving to the foul line. Works it on Draymond Green. Gets fouled. Puts it up and puts it in.
An entire NBA season coming down to one final quarter to decide a champion.
12 minutes, man. 12 minutes. Everything we put into the season, 12 minutes left.
Curry, crossover, three-pointer. That's good. Steph Curry from way downtown. And we're tied again. We've had 20 lead changes and 11 ties.
It was like Ali and Frazier.
Iguodala lifts to go baseline on Jefferson. Jefferson cuts him off. Now it's Barbosa. Drive for the left wing side. LeBron came back and said no once again.
LeBron drives on Curry by him. Gets to the rim. Blocked by Iguodala.
Oh my goodness, it's playing with your mind so much.
Late in the fourth quarter, nearly 4 minutes passed with the score deadlocked at 89. And Golden State appeared to race off toward the go-ahead basket.
It was a 2-on-1 fast break, and probably 99.9% of the time that's going to be a finish between Steph and Iguodala. And JR was back.
Iguodala out of the pack. He's got numbers if he hurries. The Curry bounce pass. Andre.
My main thing was I knew Brown was coming, but just to give him a chance.
I was just like, I can't give up on this play. We've come so far.
Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
James out of nowhere, skies to the rim. He bats it away.
Huge defensive play by the 4-time MVP.
Man, that was so big.
Game 7 was still tied, and the title was still up for grabs.
What about Kyrie Irving or LeBron James? The offense is running through me right now.
This is a journey I was preparing for my whole life. I had to be ready for it.
60 seconds to go. We're tied at 89. Here we go. Irving between the circles, down to our left. Irving's picked up by Steph Curry, 6 to shoot. He's at the right point. He stutter steps. He launches a 3.
He nailed it! Kyrie Irving from downtown! And the Cavaliers by 3!
Kyrie get the biggest shot that I ever seen or ever been a part of in my career.
One of the biggest shots in NBA history, knocking that 3 down with under a minute to go.
Kid's good. He's good.
Now clinging to a 3-point lead, the season to believe came down to a final possession. Everybody in the building sensed that if the Cleveland Cavaliers were to make history, they'd still have to stop Stephen Curry, perhaps the league's greatest shooter.
He's made so many great shots throughout the entire season for them, which was a historic season, especially at home.
92-89, 52 seconds remaining.
I got switched out on to Steph, and I knew he was going to give me everything that he had in his bag. I knew that if I was able to stay down and stay in front of him, that I could, really force him into a tough contested shot. He gave the ball up after giving me a few crossovers, a few moves, and not being able to get a shot off. Draymond passed it back to him.
Curry fakes the three, steps back, crossover, puts up a three. Rebound James. It's over. The Cavaliers are NBA champions. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The drought is over. The curse destroyed. 52 years of torment and anguish has been washed away.
It's like, oh my God. To be able to accomplish something like that with a group of guys that you genuinely care about and genuinely love, there's no better feeling in the world.
Right here, man. Right here, man. Right here, man.
We're done. We're done. We did it. We did it.
We got a group of guys that want to keep playing, and we believe in each other. Cleveland, you did it. You did it, Cleveland.
You work so hard your whole life as a little kid preparing. It means everything to be a champion. There's tears of joy and a lot of emotion. Everything just hit me at once.
To be able to do it in a city like Cleveland, for everything that we do around here in Northeast Ohio is earned and not given. We work for everything. So when you're able to accomplish that, it's like, Cleveland!
Game 4 with everything on the line for KD and the Warriors, who got off to a good start offensively from the field. The Cavaliers would attempt to battle back, but defense was paramount again for the defending champs, blocking the path of LeBron and the Cavaliers to another game in this series and handing KD another MVP trophy for the finals. The Warriors are champs once more. Welcome to Game Time Live at the NBA Finals, presented by YouTube TV. Back to back, 3 out of 4. The Golden State Warriors once again bringing a championship to Oracle and to the Bay. We welcome you down on the court. We'll have thoughts on both sides. Player reaction here on set as well. Casey Stern, Grant Hill, Chris Webber, Charles Barkley. A lot of the conversation as we're watching the game, as it will be now moving forward, about LeBron, but in this case, about what he didn't do with everything on the line, Charles.
I was so disappointed, his passiveness, and it drained all the energy out of the rest of the Cavaliers. He came out passing the ball. I wanted to see somebody fight to the finish, but number one, congratulations to the Warriors, but that left me mad more than anything. For him to come out and play like that with the game on the line, just be so passive. And you could see it drained the energy out of the rest of the players because they fed off his body language. Just disappointed personally.
Yeah, I agree with Chuck. The body language of LeBron really, I think, took the energy from his players. And when you look, LeBron was 7 for 13. Kevin Love was 4 for 13. And Rodney Hood, 4 for 14. In this game, it's no way a player off the bench should have the most shots. And for that, as great as LeBron is, the 50-point games, the triple-doubles, he's raised the bar to where we expect him to come out and to control the game from beginning to end. And today, he didn't do that.
Yeah, no, Chuck said it best. Disappointing.
just did not seem mentally or emotionally
He packed it in.
I mean,
he gave up, right?
He gave up.
It seemed like he gave up, right?
Yes,
particularly when the game was somewhat close there at halftime, maybe a 5-point lead. They got down, but they fought back in the game in the first half, and in the second half in the third quarter, I think maybe one shot. I mean, it was not what I expected. And we had all these conversations and debates about GOAT and this, that, and the other, which, you can't really have that real, you can't really make an argument for that. And to me, when you come out and you're passive and you kind of just don't give it your all when your team needs you, you can't really have that discussion as far as I'm concerned.
Gee, he didn't have a field goal made. 5 minutes left in the second till 5 minutes till the end of the game, where, by the way, he walked off the floor.
And the game was over.
The game was over. Can we put an end to, Chuck? Because I know you were talking about this a lot upstairs.
Hey, listen,
do you have a message? Let's show the board first, because I want you to be able to look in the camera and tell them what you told me.
First of all,
LeBron, most NBA Finals series losses, he has 6.
And that ain't all on him.
Now let's get Chuck. Chuck, can you please tell America your thoughts to any individual, male or female, who ever tells you that MJ is not as good as LeBron?
I'm just going to say this. Any media person that I see in person for the rest of my life who try to tell me LeBron James is good as Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of him right on the spot. Right on the damn spot. No question asked. The next person who walks up to me and say, LeBron James, who is amazing, as good as Michael Jordan or competes like Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of you right on the spot. And I'm going to take my chances with the judicial system.
Kobe Bryant put on Instagram, he said he was not buying that LeBron played with these garbage. Basically, LeBron was saying he wasn't playing with anybody, and he said, we're not as good. I know you guys didn't like that, but Michael Jordan's going to shoot 40 times if he has to. Kobe Bryant is going to say, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm the man. I'm going to go down on the sword. He didn't defend Durant. He took 13 shots. I don't know how else you look at it, Webb.
Well, yeah, you look at it. I mean, Chuck said it all. I mean, that's why Chuck's one of the best on TV. He just gives it to you like it is. And so I can't add any more to that. I would say this, though. After the comments the other day that we don't have a team and, as good of a team and there's less room for error, then that means you take it upon yourself and you handle it. That means you do it. Again, Rodney Hood, he was the sixth man, took the most shots on the team. And I really thought it was unfair for these guys because some of them look like deer in the headlights because they've never been on this stage before and they're not expected to be those scorers. And as fans, just as fans, this is when you want to see the best player in the game today put the team on his back and make something happen.
What bothers me, these two guys are great players. Great players. When you're the best player on a team, everybody feeds off you, good or bad. Good or bad, they feed off you. And you could just see, like, early.